Hey guys, back with some of the worst content available with some of the worst lighting. Looks like we got some lights out in the lab. What we got cooking today? This is a video I took a student up and I was doing a couple things here. So back when I was building the Tandem Trike. And so one, I'm trying to get the engine to work right. And two, I'm trying to do a tandem flight with a student and explain some things about flying. During the flight, a couple funny things happened. First, the wheel fell off on takeoff. I didn't know it fell off. I could see the students running around on the ground waving their hands, but no joy. I couldn't figure it out. Had no idea what they were waving about. We weren't on fire. There were no helicopters inbound, so totally lost as to that. The second thing was we actually were having real engine trouble. Like I was explaining how to do an engine out, glide into land, and then we actually started having real engine trouble. And I did a precautionary landing, upon which I discovered that we only had 2 wheels out of the 3 we started with. The audio, the mic was not connected to the GoPro. I turned the GoPro on, but because there's no mic, you can't hear anything that we're saying during the flight. I was communicating with him. It wasn't about really making a video, but that's what this is. I hope you enjoy it.
I don't know, man. I was trying to hit full power with the other guy and I couldn't get it to go off. We're gonna try this test number 2. West launch, maximum load. All right, let me get my feet up here. We'll start this. You ready?
Yep.
Clip. All right, here we go.
And of course, after this, it's just silly motor noise in the GoPro mic. I'm doing a manual A assist and we're just taxiing here. I can see that we don't have enough room to actually take off to the west. We're not getting much lift. I'm just turning with the field here. The wind's coming out of the west. Look, we're almost about to take off. I believe this is about where the wheel comes off. And I don't even realize it. We're still kind of gaining altitude. We're also at a maximum weight limit kind of on the trike here. This guy is 230 plus. Since then, I've taken up a 250 pound patient. Listen at me, I'm in the drugstore. A 250 pound student. And that's the new limit, I guess, for the machine. But this is us flying around, and we can see that they're waving at us down there. They're running across the field, kind of waving their arms. I'm looking around like, are we on fire? Is there other traffic that I'm not seeing? We're both trying to figure it out. He's pointing at them, and I'm looking up at the wing like, yeah, nothing's broken. As far as, if I looked down and to the left, I would have seen that my lower left main wheel was missing. But I wasn't looking at that. I was just looking at the flying portion of everything, and it all looks good. It's rigged properly. It's loaded correctly. And I'm just trying to gain a little altitude. Again, the motor's spitting and sputtering. You can't really even hear it due to the wind noise. So, and I'm explaining to the student, like, look, if we have a motor out, I'm landing right over there, even though we're over the trees here. And this is where I demonstrated. I come off the power, and I'm just gliding it in, just showing him that we're on glide, we've got room. We could have easily landed right here by the runway. But I'm deciding to go around, and as I decide to go around, I realize that we actually are having big motor trouble. Like the thing's not climbing, it's sputtering out a lot, coughing and spitting. And so I'm gonna turn, I'm just following the taxiway here. I'm checking for traffic, and I'm always got the edge of the taxiway in my sights. Like I can land right here, right now. We're in the wind. Now I'm gonna be making a left turn here. I don't wanna cross the ditch in case we have to crash in the ditch. So I'm just keeping a good, solid, flat piece of ground right underneath us. That way, if we have motor trouble all the way and it quits working, we can land. And what I'm trying to do here is limp back. That's wrong. And I decide that because the motor is running so terribly, that I think I'm just gonna land. I'm telling him, you know, we're gonna do a precautionary landing. We'll evaluate what's going on and just drive the truck down here to get. And right about here is where we realize, oops.
Oh, I lost the wheel. That's what he was telling me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's not a good thing. It looks like the bearing and everything come out. Yeah, but the engine started cutting out also.
I heard it.
So, yeah, that was a precautionary landing. I never thought to check to see if the wheel was still on.
You worried about the wing?
No, the wing's good. That's hilarious, though. I wonder where we lost it.
I don't know. Kyle, you didn't stow your brakes.
Oh yeah, on a crash you don't have to. That's the rule. If you crash, you don't have to stow the brakes. Oh look, the camera was rolling at least. Lost a wheel.
Now I remember specifically why the wheel fell off. And it's because the UPS man pulled up when I was about to tighten it. And it made it all the way to the field and into the sky with just a hand-tighted nut on that left one. So not a common occurrence, but all my fault. I'll accept my shame.
Check it out. Oh my God. It still had a bearing on there.
Yeah, the bearing, that probably rolled on it.
Yeah, it did.
So the end of the story was that there was no thread damage. We were able to put the wheel right back on. I tightened and locked the nut onto the threads, and so I've not lost a wheel since. It's been 2, 3, 4, probably 4 months I've been flying the thing since this incident. So yeah, learning strokes, prototyping, training, a lot of stuff going on in this one. Sorry it was so terrible. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you real soon in the next one. Much love. Kyle out.